everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kat, and for today we're going to be looking at Gourmande Girls Cosmetics, and I am super duper excited for this. I actually was not too familiar with this particular indie brand until like a couple weeks ago, and I came across Christina and her brand during a live on Debutawn's channel. And so Debbie has probably one of the coolest channels. I absolutely love her. She is like the glitter queen. I will definitely link her channel down below. And for today, I'm gonna have one palette and then a couple other glitter products that I'm gonna show you guys. But if you wanna see a whole bunch more on Gourmande Girls, I'm gonna link a few of Debbie's videos down below too. So you can check those out as well, because she just has like several videos where she's going super in depth on everything. And so if you guys are interested in checking out more of the brand, I would suggest swinging by her channel because it's super awesome. In addition to that, Christina reached out to me and asked me if I wanted a code for you guys. And I was just like, do I want a code for people to help them save money? Yes, I do. And so if you guys use the code JACKED, then you can get 10% off of your order. So I don't actually know if, I don't think I make anything off of that. I think that's just for you guys. Get some money off. I'll have to double check with her, but I didn't when she gave it to me. So for right now, we're just gonna say I don't get anything out of it. It's just 10% off for you guys. And so I'll make sure that I toss that down below in the description as well. Have at it, save 10%. And that's already on like this ridiculously reasonable prices that her products have. So for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Vivacious palette, which is a super duper cute collab between Gourmande Girls and Ashley Eats Dinos 13. And so I will toss Ashley's Instagram down below as well if you want to check her out. She does absolutely stunning, super colorful looks and just, oh, so pretty. And since we know that it's a colorful look, no surprise, all the neon shades. Super duper excited for this. This just gives me like all the summer vibes. And considering that it's already like 1,000 degrees out here in Arizona, I am all ready for the summer. Sweating, it's fine. Still super pasty, have not gotten a tan at all. So, you know, I'm in it. It's fine. And then in addition to the Vivacious palette, we're going to be taking a look at a couple glitters that I picked up. The first one is just this super duper cute glitter that has little stars in it. It's like one of those gel glitters where they're already kind of like sticking together a little bit, but you can fish them out if you want or put them together as you so desire. And I thought that was super duper cute. Christina had done like the cutest look on Instagram with that, and I was like, oh, I want those glitters for that look. So I got that. And then she also has these new Multichrome foiled glitters. And we all know I love a good Multichrome. So definitely had to pick those up because I am stupid. I only grabbed 3 of the 4. So here are the 3 that I grabbed, and there's 4 in the bundle. So I could have saved money by getting the bundle, but because, you know, it's me, I only grabbed 3 of the 4 instead. So I'm gonna have to pick up that 4th one here at some point. But the first one, so they're kind of interesting because they're not normal glitters. They're not like the super small speckles. They are like, I don't even want to breathe on it because like I opened one of them with the ceiling fan on earlier and it was just like, poof, everywhere. So don't open them with the fan on. This is what they're, yep, I would do that. That's what they look like. And now I have a little bit of glitter all over the place. It's fine. So we're gonna apply those. So that was the first one, which is the Limelight shade. Blue Diamond is the next one, which is like a blue to purple shift. The Limelight one is like green with blue and gold. And then the third shade is Prismatic, which is like purplish pink with like a yellow finish on there. So the only shade that I did not get was the one that's like a red to like orange and then gold. But I do have some glitter primer. We're gonna see if that works. I have never used it before because I am so used to just like using a mixing medium. But Christina did say that using a glitter primer or glitter glue is the way to go. So I picked this up. And so that's why today I can give you guys a bit of a review on the palette, but the glitters are gonna be more of just a first impressions type thing for you because I'm gonna be learning along with you guys on this one because this will be my first time using them. But we're gonna go ahead and swatch this palette first because we know I love a good swatch. Okay, and first, the first shade up already is just like, It's super duper nice if you like a good gold. So we have Luxurious. Okay, she's pigmented. All right, that is very, very nice. Definitely solidly opaque on the first swipe, so that is very nice. Then we have Cherish, which is like a hot pink matte. Okay, I can get behind that. That is very nice. Definitely giving me like already just all the summer vibes. Then we have another metallic, which is Time to Shine. Okay. I will say that this one is coming across a bit more like a satin rather than a metallic. It doesn't have quite the sheen that Luxurious did, but still very, very nice, but a little bit lighter of a metallic. So I would say like halfway between a metallic and a satin. All right, next up is going to be Limelight, which is a really cool neon green matte. And that is definitely reading as like a really nice neon green, not too yellowish, not too green, really nice in between. So that'll be interesting to see how that shows up on my eyes, if it keeps that level of like neon pigment going. Okay, this next one is probably going to be one of my favorites because we all know I love a good blue. All right, this is the shade Vivacious. Okay, she's pigmented, and I would say equally as strong of a metallic as the gold one. That is beautiful. That's like water. Like, look at that. It literally looks like you're gonna jump in a pool with that shade. All right. Next up, we have a purple matte shade that is the shade Starstruck. Okay. I went a little heavy in with that swatch. That is very pretty. That's just a nice, like, it's not light enough to be a lilac. I think that's just a true purple. That is really, really nice. Oh man, could you imagine like these three shades together? All the cool toned shades. I like it. All right, next up is the shade Limitless, and I think that this is probably also gonna be a bit more of a satin shade. This one is closer to a matte than a satin even. So then we have kind of a peachy neutral matte shade Bougie. Okay, I was expecting it to blend into my skin, so I'm already happy about that you could see it, because usually these peachy neutral tones just like dissolve into my skin, so that's really nice that keeps its pigment. All right, and then the last shade is going to be another matte shade, but this is a deeper purple, and that's Grateful. Okay, yep, that's definitely a deeper eggplanty type shade. Very, very nice. I mean, all of these are swatching super duper pigmented, so it's gonna be real interesting to see how they do as I apply them to my eye. So I'm wondering, okay, hear me out, because we know I love combining blues and greens. So what if we do the green on like the inner half, and then the blue on the outer half, and then this metallic-y blue on like the back half, and then we go in with the yellow to green to blue glitter as like a half cut crease on there. And this is where we also find out that I don't frequently do cut creases. But I think that would be super duper fun to try that out. And then maybe go for the gusto by either doing like, probably not the gold on the under eye, because I did a look recently where I did like blue on top and gold on the bottom, so I want to do a little different. So we might do the pink or the purple matte on the under eye and just go ham with that. Probably the purple now that I'm thinking about it. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna end up using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 shades out of the palette, and then at least one of the glitters. I'm super excited. Okay, here we go. All right, so first up is gonna be Limelight. All right. Definitely a bit sheer on the initial application, but you can also definitely build it up. All right, we are going to blend that into Limitless, which is that matte blue shade. Oh, okay. Definitely more pigmented with the blue one. They are blending together pretty nicely. I will say that the green shade on the eye does come across with like a little bit more of a yellow undertone, but not so much that you lose the green, because like in comparison to my shirt, which is like almost straight neon yellow, you can definitely still see the green. And then I'm going to go into the under eye with the Starstruck shade, which is the lighter of the two purple mattes, and I'm going to do that on the inner like 2/3, and then we'll do the darker purple shade Grateful on the outer piece, and then blend that up with the blue to kind of give it like a little bit more of a like multi-dimensional shift on there. It has a really nice purple. It's not too deep on there, but it's showing up real nice. So I definitely like that already. And then we're gonna do the deeper tone. Okay. I think we will go into Vivacious next, which is that beautiful blue metallic, and I think we're gonna try and just keep that more so on this like middle to 2/3 section on there, so that I don't mess up like the combining of the purple with the blue on the back end. Oh my god, it's so okay. That was a dry brush and it is already pigmented. Ooh, okay, what if we blend that together with Time to Shine, which is that pinkish satin. So I'm gonna get mostly blue on the brush and then blend in ever so slightly that other one. Oh yeah, it makes it purple. Yeah, that is blending into a really nice shade on there with those two combined. So now the final touch is going to be the glitter. So don't breathe a lot. I think what we will do first is I will apply, just to test it out on my arm, some of the glitter primer and see what happens with that. In case you guys were curious, this is the NYX glitter primer. All right, I'm gonna take my floofy brush, which I have a feeling I should be using more of a packing brush rather than a floofy brush for this. But just for the swatch, we'll dip in with this guy. Okay, so as you can see, it's kind of going everywhere. So I definitely think that that is more of a stop using a fluffy brush for this. Yeah, because I think I was just, because of how fluffy the brush was, it was all just going into one spot on there. But ooh, you can kind of see some of the shimmers on there. So this is yellow to kind of almost like an orangish, and then I'm seeing greens and blues, so you're definitely getting a lot of different things on there. Okay, so I think for this to work, I'm gonna need to use definitely a flat packing brush, and I'm gonna apply the glitter glue first, and then we will get into it. Almost kind of wondering if it might be a better idea to use my finger to just lightly press it on. Let me do a second test to see if using my finger maybe gets a different result. Okay, so I was using the, alrighty. So definitely better result when I'm using my finger to pack it on. It doesn't mute the shade as much as it did when I used the brush, and it was far more like condensed down to just that one area. I was able to manipulate it a lot better when I just used my finger to pack it on there. So I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing for my eye. And in case you guys were curious, the second one that I swatched is the Blue Diamond shade. So that's the blue to kind of purple with pink in there, whole bunch of different shifts. So, all right, apply with a brush and then use the finger. Almost applied some of it to the bottom lid. That would have been great. Just glue your eyes shut, that's fine. Applied the glitter glue. In we go with the finger. We can do this. Oh, this is so out far. Oh my god, this is so far outside my comfort zone right now, but like, I am not mad at it at all. It's everywhere. I don't know how to get rid of it. Okay. So, not a huge fan of how I did this. I went a little bit too nuts on there. I also don't like the harsh line that I created there. So I think what I'm gonna do for this eye is the same look, but we are only going to apply the little glitter flakes on the inner corner instead of going all the way over the eye. And then we'll see how that looks. Honestly, what I'm debating doing for this eye is putting the blue glitter on the back half so that it's no longer having like a distinct line between the two. That way I don't feel like I ruined the look. And then we can try the inner corner one on this eye. I think that's what I'm gonna do real quick. So I will point out that even though the first shade of this is like, yeah, you gotta be in a certain type of mood to pull this look off. But the blue shade did not really go everywhere in the same way that the other shade did, so that might just be that as I'm getting accustomed to like figuring out how to apply it, that it worked a little bit better. But I am going to tightline real quick and throw on mascara so that this one is at least complete, and then we will try again on this one. Okay, so this eye is done and it's a bold look. So I am going to do the same thing to this eye just without the glitter portions, and then I will come back and we will apply just to the inner corner this one shade so that we can see how that looks and then see if we prefer that. Okay. So we're back where we left off before the glitter, and we're gonna go in the inner corner now. Perhaps less glue as well will help. Okay, I'm liking that. We're gonna make this work. This is 100% user error. But I mean, who's to say that we don't love a good all-around glitter look on there? It certainly is fun. I think that the only thing that I'm honestly not really liking about this is that the glitter did kind of get everywhere on this side, and so I think for future using a brush to place it, because my fingers kind of made it go everywhere. Already on the second portion with the blue though, it was going better, so I think I just need to learn how to apply it a little bit cleaner. All right, we're gonna go into that Limelight shade. Definitely did a better job of being more precise on there with this, and I do think that it gives it like a nice little pop on there, which is super duper cute. Yes, no regrets. It needed a second coat. All right, we are going to tightline and then throw on mascara with this eye, and then we're gonna come back. I like the pop of color on there. I think that one turned out the way that I somehow on my mind was envisioning that this guy would go. I gotta say though, this blue is super pretty with the shift on there where it's got like purple, but I'm almost seeing, like, I don't know if it's because of like the shades underneath, but I'm seeing like a little bit of green on there too. So really, really pretty. And this is definitely more of like a smoky look, whereas this guy is more of like during the day type look. But we'll be right back. All right, so I'm gonna come in close so that we can see all of the look, and you can definitely tell how not great my application is on this eye, but the shades themselves are absolutely stunning. I mean, it is foiled glitter for sure. I definitely think I did better on this one with being way more precise. You can see a lot less glitter residue on the other side versus this side where it's just like all over it. And then on this side I do have just a couple little bespeckles, but for the most part all nice and neat on that one. All right, back at normal zoom level, I definitely think that the palette itself, the Vivacious one, all of the shades in there worked really, really nicely. I mean, blended together super easy. I mean, it took me like 2 seconds to recreate the look on this side that I did on here. Very pigmented. The metallics are really, really pretty. I will say that I think that the majority of them kick more on the satin side, but still absolutely beautiful, and that blue is real nice. I also think that the glitters, like, really pretty shades. It's just you guys learning along with me how to apply a flaky loose glitter. So I think as I was doing it, I was getting more and more the hang of it. So I'm sure that like as I keep using it, it'll go better and better. This was literally the first time ever in my life applying like a loose powdery glitter like that to my face. So for what it's worth, I think I did all right. But definitely a work in progress. I think that the way that it turned out on this eye is pretty cool. This one, I mean, it's definitely a look, and it shows you all of the pretty shifts that we've got going on with these Multichrome Flakies. Super duper pretty. I really like it. Definitely the blue one, I will say, did not remain as chunky after I applied it. Like, it smoothed out a little bit easier than the Limelight shade did, and so I don't know if that's that I applied like too much glitter glue on the one side and then not enough on the other, and so one was able to kind of smooth itself out and like place better on there, or if it was just me getting the hang of it. I don't know. Either way, like, I definitely think that the blue one applied easier than the goldish greenish pink one. But let me know down in the comments what you guys thought, what you guys think of the palette, what you guys think of the glitters. I mean, adding that little pop on there, I think it's pretty nice. But I would love to know what your guys' thoughts are. If any of you are like super duper great at applying loose glitters and you have some tips or tricks for me and you want to let me know, by all means toss it down in the comments. I'm more than happy to learn, and I will continue to use these and test them out a little bit more just to get the hang of it a little bit better. This was for sure a first impression for me, and I am judging myself harshly on my application, but I think that the colors themselves are absolutely beautiful. I love this palette so much. It's so pretty. These, like, all the summer vibes on this one. I love it. I love how that turned out. All the shades. But I would love to know what you guys think, and give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to use the code JACKED if you guys are wanting to save 10%. And yeah, this was my video on Gourmande Girls, and if you made it to the end and you have not yet subscribed, I think you should subscribe, if anything, so you can watch me fumble through things like putting glitter on my face. Because that's the kind of content you're gonna get here. We experiment with makeup and we do lots of color while we're at it. So I would love it if you would join my family on here, subscribe, hit the notifications so you can see whenever I'm posting. It's usually Thursdays and Sundays, unless I'm having a real poop week, in which case it's just gonna be a Sunday, but we do what we can here. But other than that, you guys just go have a good one.